Hi guys, today we're gonna react to Jurassic Park, but with accurate dinosaur. So here we go.
This is what the original Jurassic Park T-Rex breakout scene looks like. And this is what it looks like if it were done today with our modern understanding of dinosaurs. At the time, these were the most scientifically accurate dinosaurs we had ever seen on screen. But after 29 years, they're obviously a bit outdated. Which begs the question, what would these iconic movie scenes look like with modern depictions of these magnificent animals? Well, to answer that, I went ahead and made scientifically accurate models of these four dinosaurs from the Jurassic Park franchise.
So they're gonna make four dinosaur of the movie, but they have so much. But it's okay, that's all fun. So let's go.
And added them back into the movies. How'd you do this? I knew that I had to start nowhere else but with everyone's favorite queen, Rexy. I needed her to be based.
So now the first one is the T-Rex. Actually, yeah, because it's one of the popular dinosaur. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Let's go.
On real science and everything we now know about the real animal. So I downloaded this 3D scan of a real fossil and dropped it into Blender. But the head was a bit wonky. I then remembered that I had this guy sitting right next to me. So I went outside, took some photos with my phone, and after putting it into some software, bam, an accurate, unwonky T-Rex skull. And this provided the perfect base to start sculpting. This is where I really get to build up the forms and shapes of the creature and just really get her to look like a real, well-fed,
No, nothing.
living animal. This is actually my favorite part of the whole process. 15 million polygons later, the sculpt is all done. And now we're missing one more thing.
It's better than, I can say, it's better than the real Jurassic Park.
Color, which is one of those things that doesn't fossilize. So what color should our dinosaurs be? Well, it's
I can say that. Scientists think he will be like green, purplish, or yellow, like. I'm not too sure, but yeah.
likely the dinosaurs were very brightly colored, just like modern birds, more brightly colored than the ones in the movies. Except, any real fan will know that those dinosaurs are supposed to be female, which means that the more dull and brown coloring from the movie might actually be fairly accurate. So, since it wasn't broken, I decided not to fix it. I then gave it a skeleton and did something I've never done before. I added muscle simulation for that extra sense of realism. Once the model is finished, here is where you really see what has changed. She's chunkier, has lips, but
Yo, that's cool. I don't have so much thing to say. That's pretty cool.
other than that, it's actually not that much of a deviation, which goes to show how accurate the Jurassic Park T-Rex really was for the time. But where are the feathers? Well, T-Rex probably didn't have any. You see, it was probably just too big to have feathers. It would be akin to an elephant wearing a coat in the savannah. It would have made the animal overheat. Maybe a peach fossil covering a scene in prehistoric planet would have been possible, but there's little evidence for that also. And
Maybe T-Rex have feathers on the back, like to the neck, to the back, we can say. Yeah, I don't really know.
so, following Occam's razor and to save us from runner time, I'm opting on a featherless T-Rex. In fact, she was so big that you probably couldn't even run, but her legs were so long that she could probably still beat you in a race. Don't say it! Don't you say it! Come on! And I was also able to add this animated raindrop material to really make her feel nice and wet. And to bring her into the movie was a process of matching the camera position and lighting of the original footage, rendering that out, and then comping her into the scenes inside of After Effects. Rendering that out, and then comping her into the scenes inside of After Effects. And now, before we see everything put together, there's only one thing left to do, and that's tell you about today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends, the first game to bring a true console-level experience to your phone, and why you need to play. The graphics, come on, it's a beautiful game, especially for your phone. And there's so many awesome champions to choose from, and it's just fun to play. Right now, Raid's running an amazing trick-or-treat promotion where you can win a bunch of real-life and in-game prizes. The best part, it's all free. All you need is your Raid player ID. Just download Raid with my link, then head here, enter your details, then spin the wheel and get your prize. But hurry up! And if you're new, click my link in the description or scan my QR code to get unique bonuses which include 200,000 silver, 1 energy refill, 1 XP boost, 1 ancient shard, and a free epic champion, Wrecked Your Draft. And you can find all of this right here. So go ahead and download now. And now with everything out of the way, it's time to see what Jurassic Park would look like with a scientifically accurate T-Rex.
Where's the code?
Oh, that's cool.
A few moments later.
Tim? Tim?
Wait, shut up.
Don't move. You can't see us if we don't move.
Oh yeah, also forgot to mention that T-Rex might have the best eyesight, like, ever. So... However, T-Rex isn't the only dinosaur in this series. So next up are the main villains of the franchise, the Velociraptors. Now, these guys need to be terrifying. But you see, a real Velociraptor was about the size of a dog, not very scary,
that's true.
which explains why Spielberg based them on the biggest raptor we had yet found, Deinonychus. But even these guys weren't big enough. So what are we to do? Luckily for us,
Utahraptor?
during filming, they found this guy, a 6-foot tall, 18-foot long raptor giant. This is the Utahraptor.
Yes, I got it.
I again started with a skeleton, and guys, its head was about the size of a man's torso. For a quick comparison, here's the difference between a Velociraptor, a Deinonychus, and finally, the Utahraptor. This guy is terrifying, except for its jaw. Some people might think I made a mistake, but no, it very much looked like that. It was perfect for gobbling up hot dogs or starting a shrimp business. And, unlike the T-Rex, this guy was definitely covered in feathers. So, the little fat kid in the movie who says,
More like a 6-foot turkey.
So you have chosen death.
was more right than he could ever know. Because you see, not only would it have looked like a giant turkey, but it probably would have been about as intelligent. Which leads us to a question I want to address. Could a raptor have opened a door as shown in the movie? Well, not even modern birds can figure out how to... Oh, well then, that's good to know. However, unlike humans, dinosaurs couldn't pronate their wrists. And so if they tried this, well, their wrists would break. So I had to animate it in such a way that it could grip the handle without its palm. With the animation and model now finished, we once again go through the process of coming here into the scenes, and without further ado, here you have the kitchen scene from Jurassic Park with a scientifically accurate raptor.
Oh yeah, let's see. The Utahraptor.
Skin this healthy only wears Pampers.
Oh yeah, no, that's yeah, that's terrifying.
But now let's see it with an accurate velociraptor.
Oh, velociraptor. Let's see. Bruh.
Next up is the dinosaur who's probably held up the worst, the Spinosaurus. Now, to be fair, in 2001, when they made the third movie, there wasn't that much information available. However, recent discoveries has given us a much better look at one of the franchise's most controversial dinosaurs. And oh boy, are you guys in for a ride. Why? Because this guy was weird. How weird? Firstly, he was gigantic, 50 feet long, and truly one of the largest and biggest meat eaters that ever lived. But weird. Long arms, short legs, its crocodile-like head, and its paddle-like tail, which it likely used to propel itself forward in the water to catch fish. And all this points to one thing. It seemed to be at least semi-aquatic. So how much different is this weird chimera of a dinosaur from what we thought? Well, this is what he looked like in the movies, this is what he looked like in 2013, and now here's our modern reconstruction. A far cry from the terrestrial beasts seen in the movies. And it's clear that this guy wasn't spending too much time hunting on land. Which brings us to the most controversial scene in the entire franchise, and one that I knew you guys would want me to address. Could a Spinosaurus actually beat a T-Rex? And well, for that, I'm just going to refer to paleontologist Dr. Dave Hone.
I refuse on principle to answer the question who would win in a fight between, because I think it is the most trite, boring and uninteresting thing that one could possibly say about dinosaurs, even in fiction. But it's T-Rex.
It pretty much comes down to T-Rex being just too heavily armored by dinosaurs, especially when compared to Spinosaurus. With its super powerful bite force, as soon as he got the initial neck bite in, well, it's game over. However, I actually love the Spinosaurus, and I think the debate takes away from how cool and unique this dinosaur really was. So instead, for recreation, since everything about his anatomy points to him being a swimmer, there's no better scene to recreate than the one in the river, to really show off the Spinosaurus in its natural habitat. And once again, with all that out of the way, here is Jurassic Park 3 with a scientifically accurate Spinosaurus.
Oh, yeah.
Turn off the power, Charlie! Are you taking the boat along? Charlie!
A few moments later.
I wanted to do at least one dinosaur from the new movies, but considering the first two films feature fictionalized hybrids, there was only one option.
Biggest carnivore the world has ever seen.
The Giganotosaurus. And oh boy. Now this, while definitely a cool design, is also one of the least accurate depictions of any dinosaur in the entire franchise, especially considering that we have quite a few fossils of the real animal, and the one shown in the movie could be mistaken for another hybrid. So what did the Giganotosaurus actually look like? Well, if T-Rex was a Mike Tyson of the Cretaceous, then the Giganotosaurus would be the Usain Bolt, built much more for speed and athleticism compared to a heavyweight brawler. And I think that really comes through in our model. So, was he truly the biggest meat eater that ever lived? Well, he was definitely big, but really probably about as big as T-Rex. From the puzzle we have, any size difference is kind of negligible, so Spinosaurus is still the king in that regard. However, this time I was just running low on time, so instead I brought him into Unreal Engine where I rebuilt the entire scene from scratch. And so here is Jurassic World Dominion with a scientifically accurate Giganotosaurus.
Tyrannosaurus. Biggest carnivore the world has ever seen.
A few moments later.
Come on.
Hey!
Oh yeah, come here.
And there you have Jurassic Park with
Yo,
scientifically
that was
accurate.
so cool. Bruh. So that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Bye. See you soon.